say that there was also this kid in my class in the first grade named Charlie Mills, who was an absolute genius, and he could draw anything, and mainly Superman stuff and everything. But you said draw a squirrel, he would draw an anatomically, perfect squirrel. And but anyhow, so we're in this kind of pretty poor school, and we both were treated like kings. We got to skip all study halls and go paint murals in this room and everything by these, it wasn't like some liberal nurture the arts things. It was just like this, they thought, oh yeah, we should encourage this. I don't know what the moral of that is. But,
no, that's very rare.
It's rare.
I had experience too as a kid.
Yeah.
I was the one who could draw, and I got to do all the big posters and everything. And I finished my work, and I was free to do.
Yeah, how sweet. Where was that?
St. Anne's School in Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we like coddling these young people. And I do think, except for Charlie Mills, kids typically aren't child prodigies in painting or drawing. I mean, there are kids who are talented, but you don't see Mozart kind of kids, in my experience. They can be good, but it isn't like good in music composing, whatever that means. And oh, I know what it means. And the reason for that is, and maybe this will be my dramatic finish, is that you're, wait, oh no, I lost it.
Uh-oh.
The reason for, what was the reason for? What was I heading?
Come on, Greg. Greg, you're being filmed, Greg.
It's being filmed?
Yes.
Oh, prodigy. Oh yeah, okay. Here's the big flourish that everybody's going to like this conclusion. Painting is an activity that benefits from maturity. Don't you agree? Don't we like the sound of that? It's not like some whippersnapper is the ace. Now that is a little true with other disciplines, obviously sports and so on, but late Rembrandt, late Innes, all these guys came into their own. The farther along they were, the better they got.
That's great news.
And I think that is a fact. It's just that and the reason for it is because it's how well you're decoding reality. You're not seduced by lots of little details. You're seeing the big ideas, which is a function of maturity.
How do you explain 3 generations of Wyeths? Purely DNA?
Oh, I see. Well, I know Andrew Wyeth was definitely very good.
I thought he said liars.
Oh, Wyeth.
Where did we get that?
No, he was good, but I don't think he came into his own until he was
N.C. Wyeth was an
21.
extraordinary illustrator.
Who?
His father.
N.C. Wyeth.
I'm not saying that there can't be a genetic component to being a good artist. I think that's probably real. I'll bet people live it.
It's nurturing. I mean, you grew up in a family that is supportive of art. I don't think that it's...
Andrew didn't even go to school.
They didn't inherit it from their father. It's just that if your dad is an artist, you're going to grow up and be exposed to that and therefore be influenced by that. I mean, I don't think it's in the DNA.
It could be, though, because
I think yeah, no, I agree, but I think it could also be there.
it could be a. Well, I think is it controversial to say different disciplines have maybe different proclivities. Like somebody, like I could practice and practice, and I wouldn't be a marathon runner. I just don't feel like I've got that gift.
But I don't think you
don't have that desire.
I don't have that desire.
I think there's a little of each there. I do think you're born with a certain, and then you grow into it. If you really want to, you nurture that way.
There are some schools, and I think successful, if the kids are bad kids, they're looking for a way to reach them somewhere. Now, the guy who didn't deal with the pirates he was negating that with
That's
his own
right.
approach. But because of his movie out, trying to reach into the music.
Oh, no, I think that's right, and maybe they succeed. Maybe that is a
Well, it doesn't
good
matter.
thing to do with.
Hey, Greg, take a sip.
Take a sip?
Yes.
Yes.
Greg, I also asked you. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, and I heard about that.
where that would certainly be true in terms of technique, the development of the sophistication of technique and the like. But would you say that that's true in terms of inventiveness in art?
I was just saying.
Or is, sorry?
Oh, no, I was just saying the same thing to Harriet.
Confirming what you
Exactly, I was
all
saying.
think.
I think there's people that are born that think the world is...
I mean-
Finish.
Well, one thing
Maybe
is,
she finished my comment.
I know, we're asking you too.
so your question is, yes, you can see that accumulating a lot of technique over the years makes you more adept at painting, but can you create vital,
Yeah.
exciting works of art if you're 87 and so on? And I say, oh yeah, I have no doubt about that. The latest Rembrandts are the best Rembrandts.
That's what I think why.
These are our hosts for the evening's affair.
I don't think Jamie wanted to say good.
Greg, do you believe
I
in
think they
people
all
that are just
suck.
born to see
I mean,
the
they're
world
fine
differently?
technically.
They just see the world differently.
Do I believe in them?
It looks
They
like
may
something they
see
saw in
they
Congress.
see
Here.
that dark and light.
They can't
It
be
wasn't part of it. I'm just saying, I think that
the
there's people that are born that see the
They
world
capture
differently.
something.
Yeah.
You know what,
They
though?
don't see what
I don't
really
like that
happens.
idea, Debbie. I mean, I can't necessarily argue against it, but if it is true that some people, some humans are sort of blessed with fairy dust by the gods, and some aren't, I don't like that, just in case I'm not so blessed.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't like
Then we're
that.
screwed.
That's not talent or technique, that's just, there's people that just come up with music. They hear things differently, or they, I think there are people
But you
who
know,
just
did you
interpret
read
the world.
There was a Malcolm Gladwell book, I
Yeah.
think it was Blink, wasn't it? And he's saying that they,
Or outliers, I think.
is that what it was?
Well,
But anyhow,
About the
but
10,000 hours of
that's,
practice.
yeah, that
Yeah.
thing. So they're saying, we've got this image of these
Yeah.
gifted people who just flourish, but if you look at it closely, it turns out they just worked and slaved and sweated.
Like Mozart, he said Mozart, actually by the time he was 15, I don't know where he got the data, but had done 25,000 hours of
Practicing.
piano, and so it's not, part of it is it innate inherent talent, or it's innate inherent desire?
It's in the
Or
DNA.
having a oppressive father who's with you.
Because if you want to do it, you'll do it, and if you love